From the studios at Bossier Parish Community College, this is BPCC News.
Welcome back to the BPCC News. I'm Sarah Patterson.
And I'm Danny Foots. Thanks for joining us.
The Division of Learning Resources is partnering with Community Renewal International to collect the following items needed to send youth to summer camp. The drive will run through Friday, May 11th. Needed items include pillows, bedding, sleeping bag, towels, and hygiene products. Items can be dropped off at the box located in Learning Commons Building A.
The Rotaract Club of BPCC holds regular meetings every other Thursday at 3:30 p.m. in F220, which are open to all currently enrolled BPCC students. The purpose of Rotaract is to provide an opportunity for men and women to enhance the knowledge and skills that will assist them in personal development, to address the physical and social needs of their communities, and to promote better relations between all people through a framework of friendship and service.
Easter was celebrated this past Sunday, and everyone celebrates it differently. Our weather anchor Lauren Wagner went around BPCC and asked our students how they celebrate the special holiday.
I'm Lauren Wagner with the BPCC News, and although it's come and gone, we went and asked our BPCC students what their favorite part of Easter is. Let's check it out.
My favorite part of Easter? I like the food.
The grass. You know, the grass that they put in the Easter basket, that's the best thing.
Every 11 years or so, Good Friday's on my birthday, so I get it all.
I don't really celebrate Easter. I sleep.
Those are all really good answers, and everybody seems to celebrate Easter differently. Me personally, I like the sales on the chocolate afterwards. I'm Lauren Wagner with the BPCC News. Back to you guys.
The BPCC Theater Program and the Cavalier Players announced the next show in its season, Rumors. This hilarious farce is written by Tony Award-winning American playwright Neil Simon. Performances are set for 7:30 p.m. on April 12th through 14th, 19th through 21st, and at 2 p.m. on April 15th and 22nd in the BPCC Theater in Building C. Admission is free to all BPCC students with your valid student ID.
Do you love playing video games? Our students here at BPCC do. Our field reporter Andre Ashley asked BPCC students what video games they enjoy playing. Check it out.
What's up, BPCC Cavaliers? I'm Andre Ashley, and I was wondering, how do you spend your day? Playing video games? Well, we went around and asked a couple students how they spend their time and what games they like. Let's check it out.
On the 64, Pokemon Stadium 2.
Console of choice, well, PC Master Race first off, and after that, Nintendo Switch. Really depends on your build, because certain games are better than others. But overall content-wise, I'm gonna have to say Dark Souls.
I prefer PC. Dying Light. It's on PC and console.
Wow, those are a lot of interesting answers. I'm more of an Xbox player. I love to play Fortnite. Maybe you heard of it, maybe not. But until then, I'm Andre Ashley, back to the news desk.
A LifeShare mobile blood drive will be held on Monday, April 16th and Tuesday, April 17th from 8:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. in the parking lot outside of Building F. Faculty, staff, students, and the community are invited to give the gift of life. Donors must present a valid ID at the time of donation and have plenty to eat and drink before donating. All blood donations benefit the local community blood supply. Anyone in good health who meets the height, weight, and donation eligibility requirements may give blood.
After the break, Lauren Wagner has your weather recap.
And we've got the scoop on some severe weather headed your way.
Hey guys, I'm Lauren Wagner with the BPCC Weather. Let's look at your preview for your weekend coming up. Today for Friday, it's rainy with an 80% chance of rain. We have a high of 76 and a low of 45. Tomorrow for your Saturday, we have a 40% chance of rain with a high of 54 and a low of 37. And for your Sunday, we have no chance of rain with a high of 68 and a low of 52. That was a look at your weekend coming up. Coming up after the break, we'll look at your current temperatures around the Arklatex, your temperatures right here at BPCC, and take a look at your 5-day forecast.
Hi, I'm Rusty Wallace. In racing, the driver is only as good as the team they've got behind them. The same principle holds true in business. A successful company invests in employees that are highly skilled and display good character. Our returning servicemen and women fit that bill. They've shown that they've got the qualities that make them real assets to any company that hires them. In the military, their education may include training in technology, communications, and logistics. But more importantly are the values that they embrace, like courage, integrity, and leadership, the same values that can make a business successful. So if you're an employer, on behalf of the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes, I want to urge you to hire smart and bet on a vet. It's also a great way to thank them for the service they provided on our behalf. To learn more, call the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes at 1-888-44-SALUTE or visit saluteheroes.org on the web. Thank you.
Hey guys, welcome back to BPCC Weather. I'm Lauren Wagner. Let's look at your current temperatures around the Arklatex. Right now in Marshall and in Nacogdoches, it's 70 degrees, while it's 63 degrees in Texarkana, 68 degrees in Ruston and in Minden, while it's 74 degrees in Natchitoches. Let's look at your current temperatures here at BPCC. Right now at BPCC, it's cloudy and it's 69 degrees with a humidity of 86%. Your dew point is at 65 degrees with a wind coming in from the south-southeast at 9 miles per hour. And your sunset tonight is at 7:37. Let's check out your 5-day forecast. For tomorrow, it's a 40% chance of rain with a high of 54 and a low of 37. For your Sunday, it's a 0% chance of rain with a high of 68 and a low of 52. To start your week next week, we have a slight chance of rain with 30%, a high of 72 and a low of 48. For your Tuesday and your Wednesday, we have a 0% chance of rain, a high of 70 and a low of 48 for your Tuesday, a high of 77 and a low of 58 for your Wednesday. That was a look at your weather, guys. Back to you guys at the desk.
A severe storm watch has been issued for the surrounding areas this evening and afternoon. The threat is real for heavy rainfall, large hail, damaging wind gusts, and isolated tornadoes across the Arklatex. So be careful on the roads, and if the storms persist, get indoors immediately.
A bill that would expand the medical conditions for which doctors could prescribe medical marijuana was passed by a House committee Thursday in an 8-4 vote. Louisiana residents living with autism disorder are one step closer to accessing medical marijuana as a possible treatment option. House Bill 267 would allow autism to be added to the list of conditions that can legally be treated by marijuana if prescribed by a doctor. After a brief debate, lawmakers on the House floor voted 71 for and 21 against. The bill still has some hurdles to climb before it makes its way to the governor's desk.
The Christus Schumpert Cancer Treatment Center is offering free skin cancer screenings next month. The 28th annual event is Tuesday, May 8th from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. The event will be held at Cancer Treatment Center in the West Wing of Highland Medical Center at 1453 East Bercoons Industrial Loop. If you feel you may be at risk for skin cancer, this is the perfect opportunity to be screened by a dermatologist. To register, call 1-844-CHRISTUS.
The Bossier Parish School Board voted Thursday evening to add 5 new student resource officers throughout the school district. The officers, who are all active sheriff's deputies, will augment the existing staff. The board also approved a memorandum of understanding for behavioral health services with Rehab Services of Louisiana, which will provide more on-campus options to students seeking mental health counseling. The additions will cost the school district $400,000. The Bossier Parish Sheriff's Office will cover the cost of training the new student resource officers. The district is also using a focus group to develop an early warning system that will help identify at-risk students.
United Way is offering their VITA Super Saturday this weekend, a tax preparation event. It will be held at the Church of Highlands from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Free tax filing for anyone that earned $54,000 or less in 2017. Things you'll need to bring is your W-2 form, state ID, and Social Security card.
Litter laws could be changing in Louisiana. Right now, the House is debating an addition to current litter laws. A third offense for littering could land you in jail for 30 days or less. Not only do people want to see a cleaner city, but litter cleanup costs Louisiana millions of dollars every year. Mayor Ollie Tyler is expected to make an announcement about the new laws and ordinances next week. On April 14th, Shreveport Green will be hosting a cleanup event called the Great American Cleanup. You can find out more about the event by calling Shreveport Green at 318-219-1888.
After the break, it's not just food that's been recalled this week, it's cars too.
So stay tuned and find out.
If you use public transportation for your commute to work, following these tips can mean increased convenience and safety. For starters, plan your route ahead of time. If you're new to public transportation, the bus or train schedule can be confusing at first. Planning ahead of time will increase your confidence that you know where you're going and how to get there. When your train arrives, do not run for it and watch your step when boarding or exiting a subway train. There is often a gap between the edge of the subway platform and the train door. It's also in your interest to listen for public announcements and follow the directions provided. Never attempt to board a subway train once the doors begin to close, and do stand to one side to let people exit the subway car before you board. Stay alert and hold on to railings when a bus or train is slowing down or turning. Keep your purse, shopping bag, or other belongings in your lap, on your arm, or between your feet. Do not leave them on an empty seat that could be used by another rider.
Ford is recalling 350,000 vehicles for a transmission issue that could result in the car moving after the driver has placed it in park and removed the keys. Ford said it is aware of one reported accident and injury related to the issue. The recall applies to 2018 Ford F-150 trucks and Expedition SUVs, as well as the 2018 F-650 and 750. Ford's reference number for the recall is 18S10.
The Food and Drug Administration ordered the mandatory recall Tuesday of Kratom products distributed by one company that may be contaminated with salmonella. The agency has been criticized for years by consumer advocates and some members of Congress who say it moves too slowly to recall potentially contaminated foods. The Oklahoma State Department of Health is warning people about the salmonella outbreak linked with it after 4 people became sick.
A jury in Middlesex County, New Jersey awarded $30 million in damages on Thursday to a man who got cancer after decades of using talcum powder. His wife was awarded $7 million. Banker Stephen Lanzo said he used Johnson & Johnson products for more than 30 years, and he claimed that inhaling the powder caused his mesothelioma, an aggressive and deadly cancer that impacts the linings of the lungs. The Lanzo's lawyer accused the company of holding back information from its customers about the health risks of asbestos in its talc products since the 1960s. Johnson & Johnson argued in court that it did extensive testing to make sure its products were not contaminated.
After the break, Lauren Wagner has your weather recap.
And we find out what's being served on today's episode of Taste of Bipsy.
A promise was made. A promise that hit the beaches of Normandy. A covenant that split the skies over Berlin. A vow that captured Iwo Jima. A promise was made. A solemn oath that liberated Seoul. A sacred trust that defended Quezon. A pact that dug in Da Nang. A contract that weathered Tet. A promise was made. A pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq. A bond that patrolled door to door in Fallujah. An IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar. A promise was made to America's veterans. A promise we all must keep. DAV fights for all veterans and their families so they get the health care, financial benefits, and support they earned. If you're a veteran who needs help or you'd like to help us keep the promise, visit DAV.org.
Hey guys, I'm Lauren Wagner with your weekend weather recap. And today for Friday, we have a threat of severe thunderstorms with an 80% chance, a high of 76 and a low of 45. Be careful for damaging winds, hail, and some tornadoes may be in the area. Tomorrow for your Saturday, we have a slight chance of rain with 40%, a high of 54 and a low of 37. And to end your weekend on Sunday, it's going to be nice with a 0% chance of rain, a high of 68 and a low of 52. That was a weekend weather recap. Back to you guys at the desk.
Well, that's all the news we have for you today. I'm Danny Foots.
And I'm Sarah Patterson. Stay tuned for a Taste of Bipsy, where today they're making muffalettas.
Hello, welcome back to A Taste of Bipsy. I'm Alex, your new host, and this is our chef, DQ.
Hello.
What are you making with us today?
Today I'll be making muffalettas.
Ooh, that sounds savory.
It is savory. First of all, we're going to start with your basic French bread. This is a small French bread. This is an individual serving. Well, you can get probably about 2 or 3 servings out of it, really, if you slice it up for like, you know, a buffet or like
for like mini muffalettas?
A little party. You know, party style. Super Bowl's coming up, man.
Oh, yeah.
Super Bowl's coming up. We got to get ready. Anyway, you cut your French bread right down the middle, and you have olive mix, which is usually a mixture of black olives, red peppers, celery, and olive oil. You use this.
Do you usually let it soak in the olive oil, or is it something you want to usually do fresh?
You just want to make this ahead of time and let it sit, because the longer it sits, the better it is, really.
Ah, okay, so it's definitely something you want to let soak.
We have a little Creole mustard.
Oh, what's in that?
It's really just regular mustard, but they just don't ground it down as far as they do, smooth mustard.
So it still has the mustard seed in it.
It still has the mustard seeds in it, yes sir, yes sir. So
brings out more of a harder flavor.
Yes, more mustard. So we just lightly though. You just no need to get crazy with it.
Too much mustard could be a bad thing.
You can, yeah. I learned that in the party a couple years ago.
I learned that when I got a Whataburger.
Oh my goodness, yes. Okay, and after we have them coated, see, I like to put, people have different ways of making their muffaletta. Some people put the olive mix right on the bread. Some people put them between their meats. Today, I'm going to put my olive loaf between the meats.
Right.
And the meats we'll be using today is capicola, which is a form of ham.
Ooh.
We have
do you know where that comes from? What part of the pig?
I think that comes from the tenderloin. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I'm a cook, not a butcher. And this prosciutto ham right here, and that comes from the ham, the hind quarter.
Okay.
I know where that comes from.
All right, man.
All right. And the salami, which comes from everywhere on the damn pig.
Salami's delicious.
Okay.
You can really smell the meat just from sitting next to it. It's delicious.
Oh, God. We're going to go with the salami first. Oh, I'm sorry to tell you guys, I had some, you could use any cheese you like, provolone, mozzarella.
What cheese did you use if you want to get that full, like, New Orleans flavor, though?
Probably provolone.
Provolone?
Probably provolone.
Provolone is like mozzarella, just smoked longer,
yes,
right?
Yes, true.
So yeah, if you don't have mozzarella, you can use provolone. It has more of a smoky flavor to it.
Yes, and it will have the same taste, almost. Well, it's nothing to fuss about.
It's not as creamy.
Yeah, it's not as creamy, but it's nothing to complain about.
Right, yeah. So we said between the meats, you're gonna go like you would do.
I do 2 layers. I do a layer of salami, then I do a layer of prosciutto.
Right.
And then that's when I come along with my olive mix.
Ah, okay. And then after that, you would put the next meat layer on top and kind of make a little pouch of meat and all that?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Oh,
not
okay.
yet.
This is what happens when you assume things.
Not yet.
You get a little surprise.
Okay, there's a nice layer of olive mix. I like a lot of olive mix, and I'm pretty sure you guys will too, so I'm putting a little bit more on that. And that's when I come with my cheese, sir.
You put the cheese. So that way when you throw it in the oven, it's going to melt around.
Yes. And my last layer of meat comes to the opposite side of the bread.
I gotcha.
Most people don't do this, but most people aren't me.
Yeah. So like when you put it on there, it makes it easier to close?
That's not really why. It just...
Oh, we're just getting the olive juice.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I got a little bit of olive oil out there. That always adds a little flavor when you drizzle it over the other side before you load it up with the meat.
When you got a lot of olives, but you just want that oil right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it basically has the flavor of everything, you know, the peppers and everything melted into it. And then we come along with the meat teriyaki capicola. And after we do this, we just pop it in the oven for about 5 minutes. And we have a nice muffaletta, which I'll get to right now.
All right, he's going to throw this in the oven, and we'll be right back with a taste of BPCC.
My name is Jessica Ingram. I go to Bossier Parish Community College, and I'm a fine art photography major. I decided to go to BPCC because they have the mass communication program that I wanted, and also it's very affordable. BPCC offers a bunch of stuff for their mass communication department. I chose photography because it is my favorite art form, and I want to make a career out of it. Bossier Parish Community College has a studio for their portrait photographers where you can bring in your subjects and control the lighting and the background so that you can get more studio quality images. They also have a complete Mac lab where you can learn things like Photoshop and editing photos and even film. Not only are you learning about the techniques with your camera and posing, but you're also learning about the business side of it. You'll know how to handle your money, how to get your demographic going, and just, pretty much what you need to know to have your own business for photography. It's very, very in-depth. It's hands-on, so it's not like you're reading a textbook. You're actually going out in the field and taking pictures and learning from critiquing from the students and the teacher. My favorite part is that we get to learn through peer and professor critique so that you know what, if anything, you did wrong and how to improve your photography and hone your skills. I've come a long way. As you can see, I'm having a gallery. This is my first one. This wouldn't have been possible without BPCC. I've learned so many techniques and how to pose people, how to just be into the business of it all. Professors that I've learned under and their knowledge to help me sharpen my skills, I don't think I'd be where I am at today. It's all because of BPCC and my teachers that I am as good as I am, and I can only hope to improve when I continue to go on.
All right, we're back with a taste of BPCC. Chef DQ has just pulled his muffaletta out of the oven. Man, that looks delicious.
I know, doesn't it?
Melty cheese.
Doesn't it? It looks great. We're gonna just flip it over right fast.
All right.
And plate it up.
Okay, let's go. Easiest setup that I can think of.
Boom. You know what? I think I couldn't have done any better than that.
Oh, what's that? What are you gonna do?
I couldn't have done any better than that. I couldn't have done any better than that.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
Would you like some, sir?
Yes, I would love some.
Okay. Well, the one thing about muffalettas, though, is some people eat them cold.
Uh-huh.
And
That's
they eat
how
them
I've had
hot.
it before. So
yeah.
I'm interested in have had them heated.
You've never had one warm, huh?
No, I have
okay.
not.
I'm going to introduce you to a real muffaletta.
Okay. So what do you what are you looking for?
A knife. I think
you got a knife?
Yeah, got one right here.
All right, and that works for us.
All right. We're just gonna cut this down. I might cut this one into three pieces.
Get yourself a slice, man. You've earned it.
You think I did?
Yeah, you did. This looks good.
No, I'm gonna cut it into 3. Somebody else might want one. The bread may sound hard on the outside, but it's soft in the middle. That's how you want it.
All right.
Okay, grab your slice right here.
I'll get that end piece right
There you
here.
go,
That
right there.
crusty end piece.
There you go, right there. Tell me how you enjoy that.
All right, let's go. Dig in.
Put that in your mouth. This guy.
You definitely taste the olives. Oh man, that's meat. I love it.
He likes the meat.
I like it, man.
I appreciate it.
I think this would be better than one I've actually had down in New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
I had one in New Orleans. That's
Okay, thanks a lot, man. But look, how do you like it better, cold or warm?
Warm, definitely.
Definitely warm. You heard that, people. Always warm your muffaletta.
And all right, we are going to be signing off on A Taste of Bipsy, and we will see you next week. Y'all have a great time and stay in the kitchen.